Huffington Post did a superb segment here where they spoke to nonviolent drug offenders who Obama has pardoned or commuted their sentences. Let's watch.
My name is Sharanda Jones. I was 32 years old when I was sentenced to life in prison for a first-time nonviolent offense.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Kemp. In 1993, I was sentenced to 4 life sentences without the possibility of parole.
My name is Jason Hernandez. I'm from McKinney, Texas. At the age of 21, in 1998, I was sentenced to life without parole plus for a nonviolent drug crime.
My name is Brittany K. Bird, and I'm an attorney and Clemency Now campaign director. When I was a young adult, my mom was in prison. I started representing people in prison who were serving decades, fundamental death sentences for nonviolent drug offenses.
Ultimately, I spent 18 years in prison until President Barack Obama granted me clemency in 2013.
I received the news on December the 18th, 2015.
May 5th of this year, President Barack Obama commuted my sentence to time served.
It was like a moment I had been waiting on for so long.
I still don't have the words to describe it. I cried like a baby.
I want to really thank President Obama for his groundbreaking clemency initiative and really encourage him to grant an unprecedented number of clemencies.
President Barack Obama, I love you like a father, and I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me and my family and for all the other families that you've brought their family member back home. But you got to do more. I mean, we're counting on you. Families across the United States are counting on you.
I would like to see him release as many people or give as many people as he can the hope to keep going on. And that's what clemency represents. It represents hope to so many people who have no other alternative, have no other remedies in court.
Whoever's in there, come January 20th, if they're still in there, they haven't received clemency, they're probably going to die in there. I mean, you're their last hope.
That was awesome to see the faces of people who were locked up, some of them serving life sentences for nonviolent drug offenses, and now Obama has let them go. By the way, it's a record. He's done over 1,000 pardons or commutations of people who did nonviolent drug offenses. And look, these are human beings who, you can say, hey, they messed up at one point in their life. Why should they still be in there? But honestly, I don't even say that because that's too harsh on them. I don't even think they messed up. In fact, I was thinking about it last night. The term nonviolent drug offender is a term that I don't like because it implies something there. Nonviolent drug offender. Offender of what? If it's nonviolent and it's drug involved, nonviolent and drug involved, that ain't an offense. That, if we're talking about how it should be, that's not an offense. You didn't hurt anybody, and you're involved with drugs in one way or another, whether you sold them or you stored them or you took them or what have you. That's not somebody who should be locked up. I mean, we should spend our resources on going after real criminals. I don't know, people who do assault, people who rape people who do murder. I mean, obviously that's where our resources should be spent, but no, we're spending a tremendous amount of money locking up nonviolent drug offenders. I mean, what a gigantic waste. And to me, when I see stories like this, it's like, oh, the real crime is being committed by the system and by the people who are perpetuating the system. The ones who are saying, no, yes, let's take away all your freedom and lock you in a cage because you did something non-violent with drugs. So if I was Obama, I give him a bunch of credit for what he's done here. But like the guy said at the end there, I'd go further. Everybody who I could, who's a nonviolent drug offender, I would free him. Because they don't deserve to be in there. It's that simple. Now, I know that you can't do that at the state level because, you'd have the governors would have to get involved. But there are ways to apply pressure that I would do. You threaten some of their funding for various things. Oh, really? You don't want to sit down and make a deal and free some nonviolent drug offenders? Well, how about we take away your funding for whatever? You fill in the blank. Because they get a lot of federal funding, the various states. Oh, they'll sit down at the table after that, especially when your demand is, hey, release nonviolent drug offenders. Really? We can't even start and have a conversation with people for marijuana? I mean, we have it legal in multiple states now. So people were locked in cages for years for doing something that is now legal in Washington State, Colorado. People just go to the store and get some weed and then go home. You could get locked up for years for shit like that. So I give credit to President Obama, and he deserves a hell of a lot of credit on this. Again, I would go further. Not only would I free as many people as I can who are nonviolent drug offenders, I would change the schedule of marijuana away from Schedule 1. I would do whatever I could, executive order or otherwise, to make it so that you can mitigate the damage of the next administration. Because it looks like with Jeff Sessions wanting to be Attorney General, Trump picked him for Attorney General, you could see all the progress on weed go away just like that. I mean, it's a gross thing to think about, but it's true. Right now, federal law overrides state law. That's the way our Constitution works. And under federal law, it's illegal to smoke marijuana, to have marijuana, all these things are illegal. So this guy said good people don't smoke marijuana. He's massively anti-drug. If he's the Attorney General, he can crack down on those states in a second. He just needs the green light from the president, and that's that. So I don't want to lose all this progress we made. So we have to make as much progress as possible. Obama needs to do as much as possible, and then we need to draw a line for if/when they come to crack down on it again, giant uproar. Now, thankfully, it feels like we've already hit that tipping point because California just legalized recreational marijuana in the last election. Now so many states have it legalized. So you hope we're at the tipping point where people would rise up if there's a crackdown on it, but the work's not done. There's still a lot of hard work to do. Obama's getting the ball rolling here, and I give him a lot of credit, but we really need to go further.